Hey guys, Deju22 here, and welcome to Heat, as well as the final round of the Gold Rush tournament for the 1998 roster. And now you have the two guys that, coming into this match, have each won their 3 matches in as many rounds. But this is the 4th and final round for not just these two, but for the other 8 men in the Gold Rush tournament. But these are the 2 men that are in the lead. So it's really going to determine who the number 1 seed is, and then the loser gets to be the number 2 seed. Later on, we'll find out how the other guys do, but more or less, whoever wins this will secure their position in the tournament, or in the Money in the Bank ladder match, I should say. Sorry. But with that in mind, let's begin. Alright, we're off. So, you have a badass, and you have a bad man. You can probably guess which one is which, but really, these 2 men are bad. Really, there's Michael Jackson bad, which is badass, which I suppose it could be attributed to Steve Austin, but he's badass more so because, well, he's just purely badass. He's not Michael Jackson bad. I mean, he's not that cool, but he's pretty badass nonetheless. And then you have Joseph Kony, who is a real bad man. I mean, he's done so many things that, you know, he's done so many things along the lines of Hitler, and, you know, at different times, the United States government and whoever was in charge of it at the time, you know, especially with the Indians or the Native Americans, really. I mean, I could go deeper into that, but, you know... Oh, now, wait a minute. A butterfly stretch onto Steve Austin. And Steve is not doing too good. I mean, he better get out of this hold. And he does. But anyways, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of tyrants in this whole world. I mean, there's, you know, past and present. But, I mean, it depends what you look for in a tyrant. If you're looking for cruel, someone as cruel and as cold as ice, look no further than Joseph Kony. Because he's done so many things to those that are not strong enough to oppose him. In terms of the numbers and in terms of physical strength, I mean, he would only fight, Kony would only fight against anybody that was physically weaker than him. And then whenever he came across somebody strong enough and probably bigger than he would always send his cronies to do the dirty work for him because he was too much of a bitch himself. I'm sorry, but that's pretty much what he is. He's a little bitch. I mean, the only reason he's fighting Steve Austin, Wow, are you kidding me? He just spit that green stuff. I don't even know what the hell that stuff is, really. But as far as Joseph Kony is, the only reason he's fighting one-on-one is because he has everything to gain with a victory or even with a loss, but actually more so with a victory, but he has everything to gain as far as, oh, what a bitch slap right to Steve Austin. But he has everything to gain by winning the World Wrestling Federation Championship, as he just got clotheslined by Steve Austin. I think Steve Austin is awake now because, well, he spit that green stuff on Steve Austin, did Joseph Kony. And Joseph Kony got a backbreaker for his trouble. And now he's just punching him, is Steve Austin. But, I mean, I guess the next I suppose as far as tyrants are concerned, I mean, if you're looking for one in the WWE, look no further than Triple H. Even though Triple H didn't quite make it into the Money in the Bank ladder match, as far as the 2013 roster was concerned. But yeah, Triple H is a tyrant, and stunner! A stunner right onto Joseph Kony by Steve Austin, and that could do it. I mean, we've seen Steve Austin use the stunner on many guys, and I cannot believe it. He actually kicked out of the stunner, did Joseph Kony. I almost said Steve Austin, but no, Steve Austin's the one that stunned Joseph Kony. No, Joseph Kony kicked out of it. I don't know how, but there aren't very many guys out there that can kick out of the Stone Cold Stunner, but Joseph Kony did. But I guess it's probably because he has everything to gain, and let me slow down. I suppose he kicked out because he had everything to gain. That a loss would probably hurt his cause, and it might, actually. But I don't know, we'll see. 1, 2, no, kick out by Joseph Kony. Clothesline, and another one. Ducks a clothesline, power slam onto Steve Austin. I've seen Joseph Kony turn a match around by doing those type of moves, especially to my dad. You know, especially when my dad felt that he had the match won. Joseph Kony, that bastard, knows a way to come back, and now it's Steve Austin that's in trouble. Yeah, he's definitely in trouble, is Steve Austin. But what's, well, for a moment there, I actually thought, Joseph Kony was going to do something. What? A Stone Cold Stunner to Steve Austin? Oh, don't tell me he's going to beat Steve Austin with his own move. And now Steve Austin won. No, kick out by Steve Austin, but oh, now Steve Austin has been busted open. And if you know about Joseph Kony is like a shark that smells blood. The moment he smells it is usually when his opponent, whoever's bleeding, is in trouble. Like, how do I put this? Whenever Joseph Kony sees blood, he goes for the kill. Just like a shark. Which is what I was trying to get at. 1, 2, no, kick out by Steve Austin. I mean, Steve Austin has been in this position before where he has been busted open. Well, now he's gonna need to do something to let me slow down. Let me slow down. Steve Austin is gonna need to do something, because if he doesn't, it's gonna be over for him sooner rather than later against Joseph Kony. Okay, now what's he gonna do? Elbow right to the head, to the back of the head of Joseph Kony. Okay, there we go. I was having a little trouble with the angle of the camera here. Oh, and a facebuster right to Steve Austin. I apologize for sucking just a little bit on commentary, but it's... Oh, wait a minute. He's got the Cobra Clutch onto Steve Austin, and with all the blood that Austin has lost, yeah, Austin had to tap out. He had to tap out. I mean, Kony had him right where he wanted him. Kony probably would have destroyed Steve Austin had Austin not tap out. And Austin is a bloody mess, and he's going to need some medical attention. But for Joseph Kony, after 4 rounds of the Gold Rush tournament, he is undefeated and has 12 points and has secured his spot as the #1 guy, like the #1 seed for his end of the tournament. As for Steve Austin, well, I have a good feeling he might still make it, but it's dependent on the competitors below from number 3 to number 8, or number 10 I should say, sorry. But even so, Joseph Kony is a dangerous man, and somebody has got to stop him. He is on a mission to become the World Wrestling Federation champion once again. We'll find out who might stop him at the conclusion of this tournament. Stay tuned, we have more matches coming up.